Janet here for Car for Your TV, and I'm with Hack Dang, also known as trex313 online. He went deep in the main event. Hack, how's it been going?
I mean, it's good. You know, I can't complain. I got into the top 100 at the main event, and obviously I ran pretty good. I played well the first couple of days. The last day I didn't play too well. I got busted by Ivy. All in pre-flop, I had queens, he had jacks. It was a pretty standard play because I was really short. But, you know, I'm glad if someone had to get my chips, it was him.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much rooting for him to win the whole thing.
Yeah, at least, you know, he took your chips and is doing something productive with them. Don't you hate it when you see someone take your chips and they, like, give it away a couple hands later or something?
Well, I mean, I know that, like, Ivy will take care of my chips. He's not going to, like, go spew them off somewhere. So, you know, it should be fine. It was really funny because when I got eliminated, well, we got it all in. The dealer cuts out all the chips and counts all my chips and everything. I flip over queens, he flips over jacks. Like, you can tell the crowd was, like, a little bit disappointed because obviously no one knows who I am, everyone knows who Ivy is. So, like, before the dealer deals a flop, I'm like, I don't even need to look at this flop, I can just tell by watching the crowd. So I put my head down, flop comes out, the crowd starts cheering, I'm like, alright, well, next year, you know.
Aww.
I look up at the flop, there's a jack and, like, a bunch of rags. 2 more cards come off and that's it, you know.
Well, you played for so many days in a row. How is it, you know, going from cash game grinding to tournament grinding?
The thing is with me, like, is I really hate playing tournaments, which is why I don't play that many, because you have to, like, come out all the way to the casino and then you sometimes you grind for, like, you know, in this case you could have grinded for like 4 or 5 days and still not make any money, you know, which is like crazy because, you know, I would want to go jump off a bridge. Like the bubble boy was actually on the table next to me, and he had 2,000 chips and the antes were 500, so he just was folding every hand and then finally down to his last 500 chip and then he busted. And you get, like, I mean, he got a free seat to next year's main event, but, you know, you can tell he was really disappointed.
Definitely.
Like, I mean, I wouldn't want to ever have to experience that.
So he wasn't the real bubble boy, the guy who went out before that, who didn't even get a seat in next year's main event.
Yeah.
He's the real loser here.
Exactly. I mean, but anytime you get, like, you know, 3 days into a tournament and you don't make any money and you end up losing $10,000, you know, that's not a great day. I mean, if I busted on the first day, I wouldn't mind, honestly. If I busted early in the first day, you know, I'd be, like, a little bit sad, but, you know, at least I didn't go deep, you know, so it's weird. You either go really deep or you bust early. That's, like, a perfect series for me.
Alright, well, I spoke to your brother, and he said that sometimes he gets in the moods like, oh, I really want to win a bracelet, I really want to do well in tournaments, and he kind of felt like that after day 1 of the main event. Do you get in those phases too, or are you just kind of like, I'll play the big one once a year?
I'm more, like, the thing is with Z is he's a lot more, he loves challenges. So, like, anytime he sees something that's a challenge, like whether it be, you know, playing someone high stakes, heads up, or trying to win a bracelet, then, you know, if he can get himself motivated enough to, then he'll go 100% at it. For myself, I'm a little bit more laid back, you know, like, I mean, I like sleeping in, I like, you know, just hanging out, being lazy and stuff like that. So, you know, if there's a good game in it, and it's good enough for me to, you know, to, like, catch my attention, then, you know, I might get up from my bed and go play it, or I might get up and fly out to Vegas and play the main event once a year, you know. So that's just how I am. I'm more laid back, I think, in terms of that type of stuff.
Okay, so what's next for you?
I mean, I'm taking a little bit off from poker right now. I'm traveling to Asia for like a month, and then I'm coming home in August. I guess when I get back, I'll probably start maybe trying out the high stakes games again, see if those things are running. But those things haven't been running for a few months, so we'll see how.
Been playing tournaments.
We'll see how that goes. If there's no high stakes game, maybe I'll drop down to like 2550, 5100. There's still like pretty good PLO games, you know, at 2550. So I might do that, but you know, nothing for this next month though.
Now I wanted to ask you, is this a rumor that you know, you've been one of the biggest winners on Full Tilt, and is it true that you still drive the same car that you had before you started playing poker?
Well, alright, a lot of people ask me that. Like last time I did an interview with Mediocre Poker Radio, the guys asked me that, and I think they were kind of busting my balls for it. But alright, well here's my logic. I want to explain myself just to, you know, get it out there so people will stop, like, you know, questioning me. My logic is, if I buy a new car, like, you know, a brand new, like, $60,000 car or whatever, then if I drive it into a parking lot and, you know, I go into the store, come out, and there's a dent on it, then I'll be pretty mad. You know, I'll be, like, stressed out. I'll be like, man, I can't believe my new car has a scratch on it. But if I'm driving the car I've been driving since high school, which is a '97 Camry. I can like pretty much play bumper cars in it, and I wouldn't even care if it gets scratched. So you know, it's like a stress-free type thing for me. I don't want to be too worried about, you know, having a nice car and having to take care of it and that type of stuff. You know, I'd rather just have a reliable old car that, you know, just works.
I am definitely not busting you for it. I think that's really cool. I think it's really cool, and a lot of people, they, you know, you talk about maybe not being recognized by Phil Ivey, but definitely online there's a huge following for you and people who respect your game and think that you're super cool. And I think that's one of the things that makes you super down to earth. Now, for those people who are watching, what is one piece of advice that you would give cash game players who are trying to move up in stakes? What kind of advice like really helped you move from beginning to middle stakes player to get to the high stakes?
Well, for me is I never really played at a stake that I was too uncomfortable playing. You know, if I like at any stake that I was playing, I knew if I lost like, you know, 5 binds or 10 binds or whatever, then I would still be okay with myself. You know, at the end of the day, I'll still be happy. So overall, if you're playing at a stake where you're gonna be sad if you lose like a good amount of money, or like say if you lose 10 binds, you'd want to go kill yourself. Don't play at those stakes.
Right.
You know, so I mean, you know, I think slow and steady, you know, works, and that's what I mean. At the end of the day, the only reason you're trying to make money is ultimately you want to be happy. So, you know, why would you play at a stake where you can risk not being happy if you lose so much money? You know, that's my logic. So I always just try to be happy no matter what stakes I play.
Absolutely, that's great advice. Thank you so much for coming by and talking with us.
Oh, no problem.
Christy Arnett with Hacked In for Card Player TV.